This is the Manfrotto One paired with the 500X Fluid Head, a tripod system for hybrid photo and video creators. Thank you to Manfrotto for sponsoring this video. I'm going to start with a 1-minute review and get into some more details later. This is the first tripod system I've used that really takes us hybrid creators into account. The 500X head snaps into the tripod easily with the built-in exchange mount, the extend leg system, an easy built-in leveling column, smooth pans and tilts, and you can flip to vertical mode easily, which is not normal for fluid heads. For weddings, commercial shoots, this is a great go-to option if you are a hybrid creator. Now, on to more. Hello there. Today we're talking about a tripod that I've been using for the past month, the Manfrotto One hybrid tripod. A little background on me, I am a creator that does both photography and video, and a lot of time at the same jobs. I do a variety of different genres of work, like this talking head here in the studio, but maybe a little bit more often doing both photography and video coverage on wedding days. The dream has always been to have a single tripod solution that's quick to use, versatile, and reliable over a long period of time. I would rather buy something once knowing it's going to be solid over the next number of years than replacing equipment like this every single year. If it's your first time at the channel, I am Taylor Jackson. I've been a photographer and video creator for about 20 years now. I've photographed over 1,000 weddings, done over 1,000 videos here on YouTube. I've worked with brands like Sony, Best Buy, Nikon, and a lot of others. And while I could be a full-time creator here just on YouTube, I prefer to actually be in the industry and still do the work, both because I enjoy it, but also I feel like I have to use it in the industry in order to give a balanced review here on YouTube. Traditionally, I'm between a few different tripods, lightweight ones if it's photo only with a small camera, something with a video head if it's a commercial video job, or something really tall if I'm at a wedding and I have to shoot speeches over top of people's heads. The big video tripods also come with a pain to us video shooters as well. They're crazy expensive, and overall, they're just really not that easy to travel with. The Manfrotto One hits a sweet spot. I feel like this is a tripod designed specifically for me and what I do. Before we dive into the tripod itself, a quick note on Manfrotto. This is a company with a great history. For roughly 50 years, Manfrotto has been leading the way in making quality camera supports for photographers and videographers worldwide. They have an extensive lineup of tripods, many of which I've used over the years. They also have a really solid collection of bags. Look at how nice this one is. This is crazy. This is the nicest bag I've ever seen in my life. Plus a tripod bag for the One, which is really nice. When it comes to tripods, Manfrotto has a really solid view of the industry. They also see the photo and video industries blending together, and they know that they need to start making gear for that. And they've really done it here. They've blended the best of photo and video tripods into one easy solution. The One was developed with a lot of feedback from real users. Manfrotto did an extensive research program with professionals around the world, meaning they actually listened to what hybrid shooters like us really need, rather than just creating a product that would fit some sort of business case that maybe didn't really exist. Let's quickly talk about why a hybrid tripod matters. If you're like me, you're doing both stills and video, you've probably had some sort of compromise with your tripod. Photo tripods usually have a ball head or a 3-way head, and that's great for composing images, but if you're trying to get a smooth pan or a tilt in a video, it's not going to be very pretty. Conversely, video tripods have fluid heads that create amazing motion, but those tend to be really big and heavy and also can cost a lot of money. In the past, my solution was to either carry multiple tripods of jobs or to stick to whatever my biggest requirement for that job was, which usually meant using a fluid head for photography or putting a big head on a tripod that it has no business being on. And it did work, but it was far from ideal. It's mostly just that very few products have been developed for both photographers and video shooters in mind. Us hybrids were too small of a market to get the R&D dollars, and the products, if they were made, just came with big compromises. And this is the gap that the One fills. It's a collection of everything that a hybrid shooter needs. It's incredibly easy to use, and it's going to last you many, many years. It's sold either as legs only or in a kit with Manfrotto's new 500X Fluid Video Head, which is launched alongside it. And as you probably know, the name One hints at the fact that it's the only one you're going to need for video and photo creation. It combines features from traditional video tripods like a versatile center column and portability with the features from pro video tripods, fluid head, leveling capabilities, and the extra stability. Manfrotto clearly took inspiration from their successful designs in the industry and innovated further. For example, the legs of the One aren't typical round tubes, but new flatter leg shapes that improve the pack down slimness. The legs are shaped to resist twisting, and it keeps the tripod steady as you pan. The exchange quick release system for seamless transitions between different heads or accessories, the extend leg system for instant leg deployment in one motion for that leg, and the multifunctional center column for overhead shots, low angles, leveling, precise framing. It basically just comes to a fast and stable setup that's incredibly easy to use. First, let's talk about the legs and the overall build, because this is where I notice a huge difference from my other tripods. The Manfrotto One has completely redesigned the leg system. Rather than just the simple tubes, you're now looking at flat legs. The extend mechanism in practical terms means that you can just set your tripod up extremely quickly. Height-wise, this tripod reaches 67 inches tall, tall with center column extended, and it goes as low as 7 to 8 inches when you remove the center column. And this range realistically covers every scenario you could ever find yourself in, from eye-level interviews to low angle to overhead. The center column of the One also does a lot. Manfrotto merged several different functions of a center column. First, it comes with normal sliding center column for height adjustments, but it also comes with the Manfrotto Q90 feature, meaning you can tilt this column 90 degrees horizontally, turning it into a boom arm for overhead or flat lay photography or video. This makes top-down footage super convenient. I don't need a separate overhead rig. The tripod itself can hold my camera pointing straight down over a table. Another huge feature is the center column has a built-in leveling system. On a traditional photo tripod, if your camera isn't level, you have to fiddle with the legs and get it level. Here, the One tripod includes a leveling bowl mechanism in the column. Effectively, it's a half bowl leveler like video tripods, but integrated into the center column. With a single knob, you can adjust it without adjusting the legs. This will save you a lot of time on site and also in post for those minor tilt corrections. This feature alone makes the One feel a lot more video friendly than any photography tripod that I own. The center column is also removable for low angle shots, so if you ever want to get your tripod close to the ground, you can take the column out and then mount your head directly to the tripod rather than the center column. Now, if you do get the kit with both the tripod as well as the legs will come with an accessory on top, and this is to connect an additional tripod head. So take this off. We didn't, unfortunately, for this video. We screwed this onto here, which is a bit of a mistake. This accessory is actually built right into the bottom of the 500X head, and that means that rather than screwing this onto here to connect it, you just use the head, and then it's just done. Easy. So sorry about the B-roll that has this plate in the middle. You don't need it. This is how it's supposed to look. Next up, the Exchange quick release system. This might be one of the coolest innovations for hybrid shooters. Basically, Exchange is a mounting interface on top of a tripod that lets you swap tripod heads or other accessories. If you've tried to remove a tripod head in the field, you know that it usually requires spinning or a wrench. Manfrotto has solved this by creating a twist lock adapter system. One cool aspect of the Exchange system is it's not limited to the new 500X head. Manfrotto will have adapter plates, so you can use pretty much any other head or any other gear that you would want on a tripod with the Exchange mount system. It's a very modular system, and for hybrid creators, it's just kind of the dream, moving quickly between accessories like sliders, regular heads, video heads, and it encourages you to actually use the right tool for the job rather than just use what's most convenient. Now let's talk about the Manfrotto 500X fluid head for video that pairs with the One tripod. It attaches using the Exchange system, so it clips on without any adapters. The head felt very familiar and easy. It has a fluid drag system for pan and tilt, so you get smooth controlled movements for videos. It's not a super heavy duty head, which means it's made for mirrorless cameras and not broadcast cameras. And with our mirrorless camera bodies and moderately sized lenses, this is more than adequate for anything that I could ever use. Manfrotto even included a counterbalance in the head for 2.4 kilogram cameras. And this means if you have a camera around 5 pounds, the head will help it from tilting or moving backwards on its own. One feature I love about the 500X head is how easily you can go into portrait orientation from horizontal. The head has a hinged camera mounting plate that lets you flip your camera to portrait mode very easily without removing it. This is useful since vertical video is almost as important as horizontal video, at least for social media. Normally, video heads are strictly oriented for landscape, and if you have a vertical shot, you have to rotate the entire head or do something L bracket. With this head, it's no problem at all. For photographers, this also means you can easily shoot portrait photos on this video head almost as easily as a ball head. The 500X is also compatible with Manfrotto's standard plates, and overall, it's just going to feel really familiar. The whole idea is that you can leave this head on for both photography and video and feel very few compromises. Now, I did mention bags. This bag, also this is for the tripod, this is the Pro Light. It is beautiful. What a nice bag. All my other tripod bags do not look nearly as professional or as protective. Inside you have space for other accessories as well as a nice little bed for your tripod here. This bag, like the tripod, like the head, just built to last a really long time. And you don't have to worry about your tripod when you're loading in the back of your car. Overall, the Manfrotto One hybrid tripod has left me very impressed. It's a significantly better solution than what I already have. It delivers on its promise of being that one-stop solution for hybrid creators that struggle with either choosing a photo or video piece of gear. Manfrotto's decades of experience really show through here. They managed to pack a ton of functionality while keeping the tripod intuitive and quick to use. So if you're tired of juggling different tripods or you're frustrated with the compromises of using the wrong tripod for the job, Manfrotto One is definitely worth a look. It's refreshing to have gear that truly adapts to your shooting style rather than forcing you to adapt to it. Thanks for watching, and I hope that this gave you a really solid overview of what the Manfrotto One hybrid tripod offers. If you have any questions on anything I didn't cover, feel free to ask in the comments, and I will put links in the description to everything I talked about.